Hey guys, what's going on? As Shannon said today, we're going to be having more daily vlogs. It'll probably actually end up being more than just one video. Sometimes it's going to be him, sometimes it's going to be me, sometimes it's going to be both of us. More often than not, it's probably going to be me. Unless it's like something out in nature. Shannon doesn't really do a whole lot of talking or anything. He's my stand here and nod and smile type guy. So unless I catch him like in one of his rambling moments, which I'll try to catch him on one of those, because he actually makes a lot of good points when he's rambling. But for the most part, it's probably going to be just me. But one of the things I wanted to point out was, in an earlier video, I made a comment about if you don't like things in your life, you should either take moments to think about how to change that or how to accept it. And honestly, I mean, that was kind of a surface thing, because like at the moment, at that point in time, the things that I had the biggest issue was my face, my voice, my body. And I can't do anything with my voice, like I said in that video, but I am working out. I have been getting on the treadmill. I actually just got out of the shower after working out on the treadmill. But other things I'm doing is I'm going to be, come Wednesday I get off, and then I have Thursday and Friday off of work. And I can't function very well with a caffeine headache. So what I'm going to do is Wednesday after I get out of work, from that point on, I'm going to stop drinking sodas. And that way I can deal with the caffeine headaches while I'm here at home, and then by the time I go back to work, it won't be as big of a deal, because it usually only takes me a couple of days to get past that. I've given up sodas before, and it went really well, and I made the mistake of picking it back up after 46 days. But like I said, that's kind of a surface. That's like an immediate me thing right there. So one of the things I wanted to do was start kind of making a list of anything in my life that I either didn't like or wanted to change, and kind of making a list of either ways I'm going to accept that or ways I'm going to change that. One thing, like, I like this house. I don't like that it has a leaky roof. We gotta get some tar for that. That's how I fix that. My job, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. You know, it doesn't make me happy. It doesn't fill me with purpose. It doesn't drive me or motivate me. It's just there, you know? So I don't want to change jobs though, because for retail, it actually pays pretty well. And the benefits, and that's one of the things that people don't realize about my job, is that when you get into retail, there's not a lot of benefits on the surface. You've got to actually work there and get to know the people and get to know the company to understand what benefits, because a lot of the benefits lie below the surface that you don't see or hear about. And I think in some ways that's the bad side of retail, is you don't hear about the cool benefits. And like, there's just so many benefits to this job that I like. Despite not liking the job itself, I like the benefits that come with it. And like I said, for retail it pays pretty well. And I mean, Shannon and I, we're scraping by at the moment, but we're learning how to manage our money and budget things to make the income that we do have work for us. You know, sometimes it means going without certain luxuries for a moment. And other times it just means not getting what you want and being content with what you have. Well, for instance, with Christmas, usually around the holidays, because the heating bill goes up and everything, we just really don't have a whole lot of extra money. So what I did to kind of offset that so that we would still have Christmas presents is I started in February getting stuff out of the clearance aisles and everything that I knew that the family members liked or wanted, and that just kind of helped well, first of all, getting gifts and knowing that you got these things that you're going to give to people and they're actually going to like them, that makes you feel good. Saving a bundle of money helps make you feel good. But also just knowing that that's something I don't have to worry about. I don't feel like a heel because come Christmas everybody's opening gifts and I don't have anything to give them. So we just kind of manipulate different things. We just do our Christmas shopping early, a lot early, you know. So I would really like at some point to quit my job, and that is a goal. It's not going to happen right now, and I'm content with that, knowing that I'm working towards ways and working on things that will help me achieve that goal is first and foremost. Well, Shannon, he would rather not work either, but he's content to work. And honestly, sometimes I think that man would go crazy if he didn't have something to do. I'm sure he would find something to do to keep his interest, but I don't know, maybe if we won the lottery or something, then we could both quit. One thing we both like to do is we both like to travel more. We just don't get that opportunity. There's a lot of things we both want to do, and we'll figure that out as we go. But yeah, my job, I don't like. My house, I like. My husband, I love. Honestly, and as I said in another video, sometimes when it comes to someone you love, you really gotta fight for the relationship. It's not gonna be easy, but Shannon and I have a lot of fun together, actually. Even in our fighting, because when like I said, we've only yelled at each other maybe 3 different times in our 13 years of marriage and 15 years of being together. But when we're arguing and debating and disagreeing with each other, for one reason or another, neither one of us can be serious for too terribly long when it comes to an argument, for fear, I think, of hurting the other person's feelings irreparably. So a lot of times, either he'll say something or I'll say something, and I don't know if it's subconscious or not. I don't intend to say something to lighten the mood. I don't know if he does, but sometimes we'll say something and the other one just kind of he'll say something weird and off the wall, and I'll just look at him like, did that come out right? I don't, you know. But we have a lot of fun together in our arguments and debates, because especially some of the things he says, and I tell him all the time, when we're debating and we're arguing, that's when we need to be turning the camera on, because that's when he does or says something weird. Sometimes I say something stupid and it gets a laugh out of him, but those are definitely the times we need to be having that camera on. We'll work on that. But other than that, most of the time, it's probably just going to be me talking to you guys, and I'm going to make that list of things that I don't like, things that I want to change, or things that I need to accept, and then I'm going to share with you different things that I'm doing to either accept those or change that or whatever. Oh, like my job. For right now, I don't like it, but I don't hate it. If I hated it, I wouldn't go. Bar none. Period. I would be calling in more often. As a matter of fact, to tell you how much I dislike my job, I went to one of the managers and asked her to give me more hours. Mainly because I really want the money. I mean, the money is going to help right now, because there's things that we're wanting to do. We're wanting to get a new camera, we're wanting to get different things. He wants a new microwave, you know, just different things like that, and that kind of thing takes saving, and we're okay with saving for it. If it means we have to work extra hours, that's what we're doing. He's picking up extra hours at work, I'm picking up extra hours at work. I don't hate my job so much that I won't pick up work hours. So, like I said, I don't hate it, I just don't love it. It just doesn't do anything to give me purpose, is all. It's really just a job for me, but it's a job that I can live with. So that's something that I can accept about it. And I am working on things of changing that. A lot of people will say, well, if you don't like your job, change it. Just quit and do something you love. The problem is I don't know what I want to do. You know, they say do something that you love, do something that you want to do. I don't know what that is yet, which is kind of scary for a 35-year-old. I'll be 35, but it's scary for a 35-year-old to admit that I really have no idea what I want to do yet. You know, so, I mean, I like writing, but I don't... This month is one of our writing months, and I have done, I've written like 900 words total. That's it. And I really, 999,000, I don't know. Anyway, I haven't written that much. I was supposed to write 10,000. I didn't. I'm just not feeling it, you know? And it might be different if I change the story, because, like, the story doesn't seem to be driving me at all. But, yeah, those are things that are weighing on my mind right now, is, whether or not I really want to do writing as a career, whether I want to stay with this company, whether I want to do something else entirely. I have no idea. Is it too late to change my mind? I mean, maybe, I don't know. We'll find out.